Hi everybody from a stunningly beautiful evening here in Central Portugal. The weather is perfect, the sun is going down, and I'm here to introduce a video that's a little different to what I usually share. This one is extremely exciting because we're finally gonna go take a tour of my friend Kimberly's new house. And she's one of my best friends, and this house is only 5 minutes up the road, and then I have another one of my best friends, Sinead, down the hill. So I feel incredibly fortunate that all of this has come together, and the house is such a quirky, interesting village house, and we're gonna get a whole look around the place and get an idea of what Kimbo's vision is for the future of this house. And it's gonna be a big project, but it's gonna be really fun. And yeah, I just can't wait to see her get started. And let's just stop talking and head to her place and start the tour. Okay, so it's finally time for a tour of Kimberly's new place. It's beyond that wall. I'm here with some demo gear, and we're gonna have a crack at bringing up some of the concrete, I think, on the floor, seeing what's under there, and also taking down a pig pen. But before we start destroying things in here, let's let Kimbo give us a full tour around the whole house and get an idea of what her plans are, because I think there's some really exciting things about to happen behind these doors.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, don't let the dog out.
Hello.
Jet, stay inside. Welcome
Thank you.
to number 8. Welcome to my tour of my new place.
Yay.
So, where do you want to start?
Lead the way. Oh, let's start. Sorry, lead the way, but I'm just going to tell you where to start. Let's start with that room because that's where I put the lights.
Ah, okay. Let's walk through this lovely concrete garden.
Yes.
Which will eventually become a garden.
Well, do you want to talk us through some plans for this space?
I've got a very lovely and good friend of mine is giving me 2 olive trees. So, as always with a building project, start with the trees. I think
Always.
That's what they say.
Yeah, always, yeah.
So I was thinking about framing the garden with an olive tree here, and then possibly an olive tree in here. Now this was this is pigsties, and I'm not going to have pigs. Had been there, done that. So I was going to put another olive tree there. So we've got kind of like a framed part, and then it's because olive trees are really easy, not easy to transplant, but they're really hardy during transplanting. It's like instant shade. Because it's only concrete in here. It's going to be baking in the summer. I'm a bit worried about it.
And this in here is a former pigsty, I suppose. So the guy's done a really good job of clearing it out, but there's like structures in here and quite a bit of extra space.
Yeah, there's loads.
So I'm hoping to knock down some of this today, just to give a better idea of like what's in here. There's also that door to nowhere, but we'll see where that goes in a minute. There's some quirks. This place has some quirks. And,
Yes, definitely.
Lovely.
Yeah. The plan for here is possibly a barbecue and like hangout area, like party area. Kirsty, you can sleep in there.
Okay, this is my sofa. I need to stay over. I can just.
If you don't want to make it home, it's only down the road, but yeah, you can stay there.
Okay, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah.
This is a kiwi,
Yeah, look
which
at this.
is like fully established.
He said that he got 20 kilos of kiwis last year, but I always thought you needed like a boy kiwi and a girl kiwi.
Maybe there was.
But this seems like only one kiwi plant. Maybe he just brings in like a rent-a-boy kiwi and it just sits in the pots. Who knows? But it'll be interesting to...
Like a kiwi sex party.
Yeah, maybe he just like brings in some boy kiwis and there's a kiwi sex party. And the kiwis form.
Moving on from kiwi sex parties. In here is what would have been their adega, their workroom, and so it's pretty gnarly on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Everything's growing down.
The kind of thing that you feel compelled to touch and then really regret it afterwards.
I've touched it so many times.
I have as well.
This in here is, he told me this is where they cured their cheese. It was for like cheese, sausages, like the chorizo, stuff like that. This, I guess, was the second part. I don't know, because that's got a gauze on it. You think it's something that needed
For
to
airflow.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, sorry, the footage right now, it just looks like a total cave. The rest of the house is in better shape, I promise you. Anyway, this is great because, like, you take all this, whatever this is out, and you've got a pretty decent sized room for who knows what, but there's lots of options.
More cheese. Oh, we could make the cheese in here. It's all the yeast that you need.
It's all possibilities. Ooh.
This was originally the kitchen. So it has the plumbing ready for a kitchen. It's got some electrics in here. They've even put some nice backsplash tiles.
That does seem to kind of be at a place for the state of the
I've never tried this. Yay! Oh, look at Brown!
Yeah!
And that's for the gas.
Okay.
Already, which is really good.
Oh, it's got an exhaust. I don't know where that goes to, but it has one.
That'll be for the gas boiler, no?
I guess. Who knows? Who knows?
It's got a fireplace. The chimney obviously goes through the whole house. Mm-hmm. We kept this fine piece of furniture. Kirsty originally wanted it, and now I want to keep it, so I'm taking it back. There's tiles on the floor, which are being broken up because water coming through from underneath.
So you've had architects visit. Is that something that they noticed as
that's
damp coming up?
That's damp rising, and also the garden behind here, the soil will be up to here.
That's interesting because I wonder if you can put a French drain behind there.
It'd have to, yeah.
Or you just have to sort of dig a bit, and that's thing's called tanking it, where you just put a plastic barrier or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the ceiling is interesting. The beams on this side aren't so bad, but the room next door
is bad.
It's pretty sketchy looking.
Yeah. So, don't know about what... The plan for this obviously would be keeping it as maybe a kitchen, dining area, all in one. Have you thought about the space for a possible staircase up to the second floor? Depending on how the design... Have I? It's in my dreams. It would look like this. Up this way. Anyway, it would be here. Spiral staircases are a no.
Never liked them.
No, don't like them.
Neither.
Because what if, like, when we're really old and we've got bad hips, then we've got to get up some spiral staircases?
And nobody needs that in their life.
Nobody.
You need to make a staircase that has the option for the wheelchair, not a ramp thing. No? One of those guys.
One of those guys.
Yeah. Anyway, so I feel it's a great space. It's the most finished part of the house.
It's big. It's really, really big. Like, this is bigger than my apartment in Hong Kong.
This might be bigger than mine.
When I lived in Hong Kong, this is bigger.
I think this one room is bigger, almost as big as my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Maybe like slightly smaller.
Yeah.
What do you think of the new house, buddy? What do you think of it? That's what I thought. Always looking excited. Definitely the most chill dog ever. Okay, on to the next room.
I also have water here. I've got a lovely hose pipe. That came with the purchase.
Show us. Is it brown?
No, because Jet's been drinking it.
Okay, that's the exciting hose action shot.
This is a lovely drawer. This was also another Adega. And so when I bought it, in here was all shelves full of like junk. But the lovely owner, Manuel, he cleaned everything out and took it all to the tip. Like, he was... Yeah,
it was a disaster in here, and
I thought it was really small in here, but it's not. Now you get in here, it's actually quite big.
Not big enough quite for a yoga room, which is what your plan was.
So, my plan is, a yoga studio, but I'd want at least 6 people in here.
Yeah.
That would mean going through here, which is a supporting wall.
Let's look at this weird thing.
Okay, so I learned more about this today from the architect. This is originally how they made hearths.
Hearths.
Let's ask YouTube. Hearth or hearth?
Potato. We can never really agree. Well, actually, no one says potato.
No.
Tomato is a better example.
Yes.
Zebra.
Yeah. This is how they reinforced the
heavy part in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
some serious funkiness going on. And when you go upstairs, you actually can feel it. What the hell is happening with that one? That's not even on the edge. Like, that's hanging on by
threads.
Hanging on by a couple centimeters, if that. And then you've also got kind of this one. Like, that's the whole beam there. That's like not even 10 centimeters thick.
So Carl was saying that in... Like,
Carl is our friend that came for the... Hello, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Carl and Ruth.
Yay.
Carl was really helpful one afternoon, just letting me know, like, if it was a complete train wreck or not. He said it had potential, and actually that afternoon is what made me buy the property. So,
everybody, a bunch of friends came over and basically said,
buy it. But yeah, Carl was saying that these, are they called joists?
I think so.
Yeah. Ripas in Portuguese.
Oh.
They're tiny. They should be much larger in comparison to what you would find in the UK or other countries where, like, the regulations, like, it just wouldn't fly.
I don't think this is the spec. This is the other angle of this thing. Like, that looks kind of absolutely crazy.
No, but that's normal. Actually, yeah.
So is it?
Yeah, it's normal.
Well, it does look a bit nuts. Anyway, nobody's going to be doing a dance.
Look at this bad boy, though.
This one is interesting. So this is definitely going to be the structural bit.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what's above it in the house in the next floor. So maybe that goes all the way up and helps support the roof.
Yeah.
But these are more like a mud brick concrete sort of brick combo, I think. So there's nothing structural happening.
And it does this.
Yeah, as with all the houses. So in theory,
it's a bit wavy.
You could also move this wall that way a bit, depending on what you wanted to do. There's options. There's options.
Yeah, good. Yeah, totally good. Totally good.
All right, onward.
Oh, this is where the extraction fan goes to. We found it.
Well, isn't that handy?
Yes.
And then we've got some plumbing and electrics and things, and where they go to, no one knows.
What's really interesting is how the pointing. This is rustic pointing.
Hang on. Show us rustic pointing.
Rustic pointing at its best. This is plastic bags put into wedges in the walls.
I actually feel like I've seen that in a couple of pointing classes.
You know, it tells us where the leaks are.
It really does. And if you need a plastic bag, you know where to find it.
When it rained, so before it rained a couple of weeks ago, this was all dry. And then it rained one day and I just happened to be here and everything, it's so damp.
Yeah.
So obviously that's all coming in. This lovely concrete has done sweet FA.
Well, the outside is actually not pointed yet.
At all, yeah.
So once you point that, perhaps that'll help. But if stuff's coming up from the bottom, which the architect suspects it is, but it also seems like a floor that isn't going to be really hard to bash out. It's concrete, but it seems kind of in rough shape. So definitely fixable.
But I love this. This is what we learned when we first got here. To make a level of the floor, you put in bricks or tiles.
Yes.
I love that.
And you run stuff over there.
Yeah.
From brick to brick. Okay, to the second floor.
To the chicken area.
Oh, the chicken area.
Vamos às galinhas.
Vamos.
Espaço às galinhas.
Sim.
This is where they had their chickens. Oh. So there's lovely, look at all this compost.
I brought buckets to scoop up a whole bunch of this stuff.
Yeah, go for it.
It's like chicken scratching. This is gold down here. And they've got like a chicken extra thing going on, but like there's a pretty usable door on here.
Yeah, the door could be used for something. Something. So yeah, the idea was to open up. I don't know much about the building side, so an architect has said with proper support could open that with like proper reinforcement, and so then the studio could become larger. And then I've got at least, I can fit like 10 people in here maybe.
And extend the roof.
Yeah, and then I'd bring that all the way over. You can see there, they've had a roof here before. Yeah.
Let's see.
Look.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's positive.
Yeah, they've had a roof there before.
Interesting. This is probably like over a third of the size of my house. Just this little spot here. I think it's a pretty big space.
It's big.
Don't know if it's hard if you see it on camera so much, but yeah, it's like once you get rid of this thing, it's just a great extension. There's lots of dubiousness
Lots of dubiousness.
But what is, I mean, like, what is that? Where is that going? It's just like a tube to nowhere. So there's some dubiousness, but like, what is a Portuguese house if it doesn't have
little quirks?
a decent amount of dubiousness?
Dubiousness is.
That's what I always say.
That's what they say.
Coming up?
No, leave them alone.
Okay.
Welcome to floor number 1.
I mean, we would call it the second floor, I'm thinking.
First floor.
I think in North America it's weird.
So downstairs is the ground and then this is first.
Downstairs is first and this is second.
But where's your ground floor then?
When will, on the ground, it's the first floor.
No. Oh.
How can we ever, we'll just never see eye to eye on these
Never.
things.
Oh, my favourite part is, up here is this lovely balcony that comes all the way out into this terrace. And I was thinking opening a door from here to here and having a breakfast spot, hot tub maybe, lovely view in between those houses.
Yeah, here, you can get there,
Yeah.
see a few things. Lovely view of the surrounding buildings. Yeah, just
Yeah.
a total beautiful little village.
Yeah, it is. It's cute. I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it.
The neighbors can creep on you from this window here.
Neighbours aren't here often, so that's
That's good.
good for them, good for me. I haven't met them yet either.
So,
Let's go in.
the stonework is beautiful, the pointing is beautiful. It's just lovely.
Wait till you see the
Oh,
inside.
these walls.
These walls.
Walls you've never seen before, of the likes you've never seen before.
Heinz mustard. Eat your heart out.
French's mustard, actually. But,
Oh, French's.
yeah.
It's Heinz.
You know, that's the inferior mustard. French's is the superior mustard.
Okay, well, we should have brought the lights up for here.
Okay, let's make them magically appear. And she's back.
With lights.
Now with extra lights.
Then this is a typical Portuguese house with loads and loads and loads of rooms. It's like 4, 5, 6. I don't know. And then like this is all come out.
Yeah, the angle of these things is interesting.
This one's the best. Come and look at this bit.
Come hither.
This door.
Yeah.
This part of the wall is just like completely jutting out.
Also, this is interesting. This is a room that is incredibly small, but it has 2 doors. I hadn't noticed that before. Like, what's happening in this room that...
Maybe they had a fight and they were like, that's your side of the house, this is my side of the house.
Oh, maybe.
You know?
And maybe they closed off this door.
Yeah, maybe.
And this person had only bedrooms and they could never leave. It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is...
Oh, yes. So down there,
Can I show you, like...
that's the kitchen down there.
Yeah. And there's like a... You know, it doesn't feel like the safest.
No. So this, the idea for up here is to have a bedroom and a toilet.
Is this going to be your bedroom? Just keep it as is, you know, just...
I do like the carpet. I was thinking that I could keep that.
I didn't even notice the carpet.
Also, it's kind of, what the fuck is that? With all the bits on it.
You know, sometimes it's better just not to ask questions. So this is a really small room.
I've never been in here.
That doesn't look amazing, but it's also, this is just probably concrete over the stones, and
Yes.
it's been plastered onto like lathe or something.
Yeah.
So nothing structural. This building, according to Carl, thanks Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
It's pretty much a tank basically. The walls are really good.
Totally. And then this could end up being a door. Thank you, Kirsty, for the lovely design input.
No worries.
This could be a door out to that terrace.
And then the stairs pop up somewhere up here. And unfortunately, you'd have to block off this beautiful building. I mean, this beautiful room.
I mean, I'm feeling like I need to keep an element of the yellow somewhere, somehow.
I think that you could keep one of the doors. This is a good door.
I'm just thinking like a mustard colour theme. Mustard and like and a dusky blue would be really nice.
I feel like that sounds
and then I'm
nice.
paying homage to the original colours of the house.
I think that sounds nice. I think that the interior decoration is a bit of a a ways away, but it's good to keep these things in mind.
Sinead will be my interior designer.
Okay, good.
And her cousin.
Yes.
Her lovely cousin.
Okay, shall we go to the upper realms?
So, small room again, and then here is the Perth hearth.
So this is like,
And I guess
it's basically made a little under supported structure to give space for these stones, I guess. Which
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was stones. I thought it was concrete.
I thought it was concrete as well. And then I guess this is where they kept their firewood.
Oh.
And there's another window here, which is and a tabard. It's a tabard. We were just talking about how we would wear a tabard later in life.
There was an old woman that walked past us and just envisaging the future.
And I feel like this is Kirsty's new tabard.
Well, it's your house, remember, but...
I know, but I would gift it to you.
Oh, thank you. That's you always give me the best.
Look, there's already fag burns in it. Okay.
But I guess this would make sense to put the future... Lights, please. Like a wood stove up here, because the chimney is going to be connected, and then downstairs there's another one of these bad boys. Oh, you could also torture somebody or cook something.
You would smoke in there. That would be you would smoke your chorizo probably in there.
Okay, look,
I would reckon.
A lot of food stuff in here. Cheese area, chorizo smoking area.
We love our food.
It's great.
I mean, I'm not going to start smoking chorizo in here, to be fair.
I think that's probably a good choice.
Okay. Let's go to the upper realms of the house.
Will we get down? Because it's kind of scary up here.
Get down, get down, get down, doodly doodly. Okay, this is, I can't remember the name of the way to do this part of the roof.
Oh, this is a hip joint. A hip roof.
Yeah. But then here, it's just like...
So it needs a hip replacement.
This one has just, it's just bits of wood on wood.
Wood
on wood. Nobody wants. Wood on wood.
Nobody wants.
Nobody wants.
This is taller than I thought it was. So I think an idea is to just get rid of the ceiling and just open it up because it'll just...
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it a nice
and then
be beautiful.
Maybe put skylights in.
Yeah.
And things like that.
Yeah.
But the roof is... It's like there's no moisture up here, really. Like,
no.
It's not like it's like raining down from the ceiling above. So the roof is fine, but it's just the understructure.
Yeah.
It's not so good. So obviously need new... What are these called? They're called...
I think they're called reapers.
No, the whole thing is called a truss.
Oh, a truss, yes,
so
a truss roof.
I think if you got new trusses and like a big long beam and then just reuse the tiles, it could actually be a reasonably easy fix, maybe?
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
It's spooky, but it's lovely.
Ah!
So moving on.
Get out.
To the toilet regions.
Ooh, to the toilet. I forgot about the toilet. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, we could go to this door though. It works. Have you not used it yet?
I have not.
I opened it the other day when the architect was here. Lovely.
What a fine door.
It is a fine door.
This comes out to this lovely terrace.
Which is the upper chicken area.
How much would you like to come and stay here and have a little drink and toast the roof next door? So here, I guess they would have put their washing machine, because they put all the attachments for it.
Does it work? Give it a go.
Hell yeah.
All the action shots of turning taps on, very exciting.
I'm not going to drink from it, but it works. And then there's a weird toilet. I'm glad they saved this mirror for me.
Lovely.
The bath is for people my size, which is good. I'm that short, so it works for me.
Yeah, that well, and also there's minerals happening or whatever's going on there. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Everyone loves a bit of plumbing that's already in.
Yeah.
So, back downstairs.
So that concludes the interior of number 8. that just the name that we're calling it now?
It's called number 8 because...
Will we go through here just to make sure it closes properly? It's okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay. Oh, and also, like, look at, this is like possibly one of the worst parts of the foil. Like, that's not even on something.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a place to come up here and do an Irish trick. You know, it's more of a place for gentle walking.
As she like slams the door and the whole wall crumbles down and we lose Kirsty to the Adega below.
Oh no!
Oh, you've broken my door.
No, I have not.
I'll sue you.
Oh.
She has. Kirsty's on you.
Well,
Oh, well.
okay. Moving on.
My first break-in. That's from Kirsty.
Wait, someone might come in and steal the yellow walls. Oh no.
They are sought after. That concludes our interior tour. I was going to lock the door. No need, because Kirsty broke my other one.
So, how did you find this place, Kimbo?
Well, it was on Idealista for...
It doesn't turn off.
Oh. It was on Idealista for a certain amount, but then because it was a neighbour of yours, basically because we spoke directly to him, I got it for 40% less than what it was advertised online. So it was a really, really good deal.
So basically, the neighbors that sold me the land next to my place, who started their price at 15,000 euros, which is absolutely insane, and came down to 3,500. I basically just asked them, once I was in the process of buying my land, if they knew anybody around the area that had a house for sale, because Kimberly has been looking for a house for a very long time. Yeah. And, you know, if you ask around, you never know what will happen. And as it turns out, there's a neighbor who owns a bit of land below them, next to me, who has a village house. That's this house. And basically, he gave a price that was so much cheaper than what we saw online. So we saw the place, well, you saw the place online, and you weren't really that interested at the time.
I wasn't, because the price was so high and I knew it looked really rustic.
Yeah.
And then
talked to the guy in person, and he had a much lower price. And I just want to say that not everybody in this world is used to putting all their stuff onto YouTube, so we're just going to keep the price private. But it was a really great deal, and it's just goes to show that, like, when you look online, it will be a lot different than if you just go to places. So if you're somebody looking for a property in Portugal, I really recommend going to the area that you are interested in, having a wander around, trying to get to know people who live there, people that have moved there, and just have a chat in the cafe and stuff and ask around, because it really does pay to do that. What does Jet think of the place?
he likes it. He comes in and he lies down straight away. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah, so that concludes my little number 8 house tour. And really excited for the upcoming project. A little bit nervous as well because there's so much to do.
But it's going to be very fun to follow the process. I'll share it on this channel, of course. And it was our plan to do a little bit of demo over here on the former pig house, but it's really hot out here. It's about 3 p.m. and the weather has definitely taken a summery turn, so we're not going to do that. We're instead going to go have a glass of wine and enjoy the rest of this lovely day.
You know, I think we've earned it.
I think so. I think coming here and me filming you do a tour is definitely some really, really intense, hard physical work.
That's a full day's work.
So we're ready to rest
these
now.
parts.
Exactly. So, I hope you enjoyed the tour. As I said, I'll be checking in from time to time on what's going on here, and it's just such a beautiful space. Well done, Kimbo. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
And yeah, it'll be really interesting, I think, to follow a build that isn't quite so DIY as mine. She's actually going to employ real builders, real architects, and do all the stuff that...
I'm employing you.
What are you employing me to do? Okay.
Drink wine with me. Yeah.
Drink wine and take down the pig thing. And so congratulations on your new house.
Thank you.
And yeah, we'll see a lot more of this place in my video, and I'm really excited to see how it all develops.
Me too.
Bye!
Bye.
Okay, so that wraps up the tour, and I really couldn't be happier for Kimberly. She's been looking for a house for a while, and obviously, very selfishly, I'm extremely happy she's landed 5 minutes up the road, but it's a great house and has loads and loads of potential, and she just got a really great find. So I'm extremely pleased for her, I'm extremely pleased for myself, and it's gonna be really fun to see what she has in store. She's got some paperwork to do. She's been talking to architects already, and it's gonna be a long process, possibly done in stages, but it's just gonna be so interesting, I think, to follow along on a different type of build to my own. So there's lots of excitement ahead, as Sinead is also starting her house build, I think sometime in May. So there's gonna be loads to share, and it's just gonna be really fun. So that's all from the video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.